Hi friends, I am Dr. B.V. Rao of Pushpa Clinic and founder of the website qmedicaldoubts.blogspot.in and raghvamedicaldoubts.com. Through these videos, I am providing the basic knowledge about the commonly occurring diseases, treatment and surgery details when necessary, for the medical knowledge to general people and for reference to medical. Today I am going to discuss about the diphtheria types, diagnosis and treatment. Diphtheria is an acute specific contagious disease caused by Corynebacterium diphtheriae, characterized by fibrinous pseudomembrane upon the mucosa of respiratory tract, mucous membrane and open wounds. Toxemia results from production of powerful exotoxins affecting cardiac, nervous and renal tissues. Transmission from carriers and active disease patients from discharge of tonsils, adenoids and sinuses. It usually affects between the age of 3 to 5 years. Clinical features. Incubation period is 2 to 4 days. The features depend upon the clinical type and anatomical site. Based on the location of infection, it is divided into following types. Fascial type. It is the commonest type and involve pharyngeal, tonsillar, mucosa, complaints of soreness of throat and difficulty in swallowing, malaise, low fever, etc. It is followed by the whitish grey patch in 48 hours. It covers tonsils, pharynx and uvula, or one or more of them. Cervical glands may be enlarged, assuming a bull neck appearance. Mild cases may be uneventful and may recover completely in a week. Toxemic cases may develop stormy with pallor, prostration and alteration of senses. Laryngeal type. Usually it is not common. Primary laryngeal form of the disease is less frequent and mild symptoms. The secondary laryngeal form occurs as an extension of fascial type, sometimes being brassy, cough, fever, hoarseness of voice, dyspnea and stridor. There may be episternal or suprasternal retraction, restlessness, anxiety, cyanosis and prostration. Unless promptly treated, it is fatal. Nasal type. It is the least common type, usually occurs in infants. Low fever and nasal obstruction may be there. The discharge may be on one side or both sides. Soon become serosanguinous, odorous and epistaxis may be there. Rare forms. Very rarely may occur in the skin, umbilical cord, open wounds, conjunctiva, ear and genitalia. Diagnosis. Early diagnosis is most important, and when find a membrane on the tonsils, fauces or pharynx, administration of the antitoxin is important, though not confirmed. Throat swab. Tongue pressed with the tongue depressor and swab is collected by rubbing the membrane to have the deep-seated Corynebacterium diphtheriae to avoid the superficial staphylococcal bacteria. The sample is collected on two swabs. One is sent to the laboratory and the other is made smears on slides and examined by Gram stain, Pondo stain, Neisser stain or Albert stain. Differential diagnosis means the other conditions appearing like diphtheria and confuse the diagnosis. Nasal diphtheria, foreign body trauma to the nasal mucosa and congenital syphilis. Fascial diphtheria, streptococci, staphylococci and pneumococci may produce membrane lesions. Here the fever is high and culture may reveal the diagnosis. Treatment. With antibiotics, cure is completely possible. Thrush. Caused by Candida albicans, it is present in infants only. Associated with anorexia, vomiting, diarrhea, etc. Help diagnosis. Discrete dull white patches bleed while taking swab differentiates. Starting with potassium hydroxide shows branched filaments and spores. Culture with seborrheic and medium confirm the diagnosis. Vincent's angina. The ulceration may be punched out, bleeding by slight pressure. A pseudomembrane which is easily removed by the removed may be on tonsils, pharynx, etc. Lymph nodes may enlarge, stained smears reveal fusospirochetal form. Infectious mononucleosis characterized by the glandular fever and confirmed by peripheral smear showing abnormal lymphocytes and Paul Burnell test. Agranulocytic angina occurring in various blood dyscrasias. Complete hematological studies is required. Herpetic tonsillitis, presence of herpetic lesions on tongue, cheek, etc. differentiates the diagnosis. Acute laryngotracheobronchitis due to viral or bacterial etiology, abrupt coryza, malaise and fever occur usually below 6 months. Complications important are due to the effects of the toxins on cardiovascular and nervous system. Diphtheritic myocarditis may be due to the gravis stains involving myocardium or conducting system. Prognosis is bad in early onset cases. Unexplained vomiting is the important symptom. Congestive failure, tachycardia or bradycardia or other arrhythmias may be present. ECG shows elevation of ST segment, prolonged PR interval and inversion of T wave. Post-diphtheritic paralysis often due to mitis infection. The symptoms differ according to the site of involvement. Platelet palatal paralysis symptoms nasal twang to the voice, dysphonia, regurgitation of fluids through the nose and inability to elevate the palate. Ocular paralysis, site of infection is the ciliary muscles, lateral rectus and diaphragm. Sometimes there are difficulties in reading, squint, ophthalmoplegia, ptosis, diplopia, etc. These clear up completely in 6 weeks. General paralysis, inability to lift head, paralysis of limbs, respiratory embarrassment, phrenic nerve involvement, no hemiplegia or monoplegia observed. Other complications, bronchopneumonia, atelectasis, nephritis, generalized edema, proteinuria and oliguria. Treatment. General. Adequate rest in bed for 2 weeks. Diet is fluid and in adequate amounts. Gargles and mouthwash are important. Drugs like codeine and aspirin may be given for pain relief. Corticosteroids in severe cases and laryngeal diphtheria and to prevent inflammation in the pericarditis. Tracheostomy. It is a surgical manipulation of making an opening in the trachea in the neck to facilitate airway in case of obstruction. Laryngeal type as early as possible. Specific ADS anti-diphtheritic serum IM or IV or both in moderate dose as early as possible before administering adequate dose to prevent anaphylaxis, preferably after skin or eye test. The dose depends upon the site of the membrane and degree of toxemia. Chemotherapy. Procaine penicillin 4 lakhs daily or one of the tetracyclines 50 mg per kg per day or erythromycin 50 mg per kg per day for 4 to 7 days or 3 throat swab cultures are negative. Prevention. It is achieved by the active immunization. DPT vaccine containing diphtheria, tetanus and pertussis diseases. Given 3 doses with interval of 4 to 6 weeks booster in 2nd and 5th years of age. DT vaccine is given 12th and 14th years of age. In adults, given every 10 years. The patient is released from isolation, allowed to school after 3 weeks after acute phase is over. Immediate contact should be done, chicks test and culture. If positive, treatment should be given. That's all about the diphtheria, and in the next video I will discuss about some other disease. Thank you.